So today's a long day for us, about 7.5 hours. So we're leaving around 5:15 in the morning, heading out in the dark, but we've got flashlights and the village is illuminated, at least until we get out of it. Sunrise is in about an hour and a half, so hopefully pretty soon we'll be able to see fine. And just as we're leaving town, saw another couple up ahead, had the same idea. Early to bed, early to rise. So sun is about to break, and we've still got a little bit more uphill to go, but beautiful valley. With the mountains, of course, comes the return of slate and similar terrain. Been climbing most of the morning, and this is the kind of stuff. Also want to watch out because there are some wet paths a little bit down below we passed through. So just keep an eye out for that. Go well around them. So y'all remember those mountains I was talking about? Well, that was what, 2-3 days ago? Now we're in the middle of them. This is Ponferrada we just reached. And I think after this is the Cruz de Ferro up at the top. I'll explain that when we get there. So having just walked through this little village that's about an hour and a half further down the Camino from Rabanal del Camino, where we stayed last night, I would recommend staying here instead, simply because yesterday was a short day. So you add an hour and a half to yesterday's walk, which isn't that horrible. This was very nice, and there were lots of little bars and restaurants. And then you start out today, which is the long day to Ponferrada. That's probably going to be 7.5 hours. You knock an hour and a half off of that right off the start. Just something to consider. Bullfrogs, a lot of them. And this is the famous Galician blonde cow, which you will see steaks served of when we get into Galicia. Vaca rubia, R-U-B-I-A, which is blonde in Spanish. So, yak. So there in the distance is the Iron Cross, in Spanish, Cruz de Hierro, in the local Galician, Cruz de Ferro. And it's a Camino tradition. I don't think I filmed because I didn't start doing this back in Texas. But one of the traditions of the Camino is that as you do the Camino, you bring with you from your home a stone, a rock. Nothing too big, but something significant. And you carry it with you along the Camino. And when you reach this point, which is the highest point on the journey, it's at about, I think one book said 1,520 meters-ish. So it's about 4,500 feet. This is as high as you're going to go. Then pilgrims, the tradition is that you leave your stone at the foot of the cross. So we've got our stones, which we brought from Texas, that we've been slogging along with us in our backpacks. And when we get closer, I'll take another shot and we will cast our stone, and with it our troubles and worries, and maybe even make a wish on the cross, or at the foot of the cross. So as you can see here, the pile of stones has gotten so big that people walk up on it now. Last year, 448,000 pilgrims reached Santiago. That's 448,000 in 2023, and the number is expected to be higher this year. So a lot of people come through here. Not everybody, because there's lots of different paths, and like I've said in an earlier video or segment, you can start out in 𝗪𝗓𝗧𝗏, which is closer. But a lot of people come here and leave their stone, which is what we're gonna do. Camino actually goes up to the cross and back down the other side. I mean, so you can go around it, but you can also go up, leave your stone, and come back down the other side and continue, which is what we are now going to do. Going that way. We are lucky to have gotten a nice cloudy day. And I say that because I don't think it's going to rain. There's some forecast for rain tomorrow maybe, but it depends on where exactly you are. And we're going to be 30 kilometers from where we checked the forecast. But with the heat that we had the last couple of days, which wasn't horrible, but was bad, being up in the mountains and having the cloud cover is nice.